Alrighty everyone, welcome back. It is already August 8th of 2024, and Deadpool and Wolverine is just this close to obtaining that $1 billion box office margin worldwide for both Marvel Studios and the Walt Disney Company. We know that Ryan Reynolds and director Shawn Levy have really been celebrating this moment for Deadpool and Wolverine, as well as Hugh Jackman. We know that Hugh Jackman has also expressed his enthusiasm about the success of this movie, and this is the type of excitement that you really need when it comes to Marvel, something that has been non-existent for quite a number of years now, on and off, ever since the end of Endgame and Spider-Man No Way Home. I think it's been a downward spiral from that point on. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new and like this video to see future updates. You can also follow me at Mike01. I thank you also very much for the great and kind support. Now, there's been a lot of drama continuing behind the scenes between Ryan Reynolds and the Disney executives, including Bob Iger, the CEO, and everything in between Marvel Studios and the Walt Disney Company regarding Deadpool and Wolverine, and how in this scenario it involves a specific and particular cameo. And by the way, guys, if you have not seen the movie, we will be heading into some spoilers, so I do want to give that warning to everyone out there, so just keep your heads up about that. But what's interesting about this has a lot more to do with Deadpool and Wolverine and Henry Cavill as the Cavillrine, and exactly what drama is happening between Ryan Reynolds and the Disney executives over not just Henry Cavill, but also what looms for the overall quote-unquote extended edition of this movie. Let's get into this, shall we? Now, we already know that there's been a lot of back and forth scenarios, a lot of negotiations between Ryan Reynolds and the Disney executives about the future of the Marvel Universe. However, with Deadpool and Wolverine's box office already days away from hitting $1 billion at the box office, one major development now has much to do with Ryan Reynolds and the Walt Disney Company and growing tensions happening right now in the midst of the Deadpool and Wolverine drama behind the scenes. A crucial update to the situation now involves how Ryan Reynolds is already in an ongoing battle with the Disney heads, after they are now challenging to not include any deleted scenes of Henry Cavill as the Cavillrine variant in the planned extended edition of Deadpool and Wolverine for two reasons. This comes after there was a tug-of-war situation that recently occurred between Ryan Reynolds and Disney CEO Bob Iger, where Reynolds was demanding that Henry Cavill should return in a mutant-era Marvel film to return as another variant of Wolverine based on the outstanding reception from fans. Iger reportedly refused to agree to a project that would focus on Henry Cavill's Wolverine to return in an upcoming Marvel film, and this drama recently created a domino effect on his decision to pull Cavill's extra scenes from the planned extended edition of Deadpool and Wolverine. Already those like Ryan Reynolds and director Shawn Levy are wreaking havoc at the Walt Disney Company and are desperately asking for another negotiation as this drama begins to unfold. Even Henry Cavill reportedly feels betrayed after his involvement in the film, as he was promised a potential future role in the MCU, which is why he agreed to make a special appearance and wanted to get himself back into the superhero trend after he got excluded from Man of Steel 2 and, of course, everything DC related as Superman. Now, Cavill shot two other scenes as the Cavillrine, in which one, he fights Deadpool in an extended fight, and another is where both the Cavillrine and Jackman's Wolverine meet for the first time and fight face to face. Bob Iger was reportedly resistant to release Cavill's two deleted scenes for the extended cut, as he believed it would be providing Marvel fans false promises about the return of Henry Cavill's Wolverine in the MCU. There was such backlash internally coming from Hugh Jackman, Henry Cavill, Ryan Reynolds especially, along with Shawn Levy, to renegotiate on releasing these scenes by the beginning of 2025. So far, Bob Iger is still refusing to do that as well. The scene between Hugh Jackman and Henry Cavill fighting as the two variants of Wolverine took place in the bar that's seen earlier in the film, and held a mixture of serious, intense moments and comedic relief. The scene was actually loved by test screeners, but get this, ultimately cut by Bob Iger and the Disney executives to reduce the running time to save screen time for other characters like Blade, Elektra, and X-23. Now guys, let me just say one thing here. I was very proud to see X-23, Elektra, and Blade in this movie. Who doesn't love Wesley Snipes? You know, who doesn't love this actual actor playing Blade? Now, yes, we have another Blade coming out in 2025, portrayed by Ali, alright, a different actor playing the role, but as far as I'm concerned, there is one Blade, and that is Wesley Snipes. Just like, of course, there are other characters that are catered to one actor and or actress. Now, what's interesting about that is that we also know that there's been a lot of drama happening between Ryan Reynolds and Disney over Henry Cavill's scenes in this movie for quite a number of months. We talked about this 3.5 months ago, if you guys want to go ahead back and, you know, go over that, but we talked about how there was going to be a scenario where Henry Cavill was going to get 3 total scenes in Deadpool and Wolverine. We ended up getting 1 short snippet, which, by the way, it was great. You know, you saw him tinkering with his bike, he turns around and says to Deadpool, "You were just leaving," and he uses fists to fight him. But it's a split-second thing. It was really fast. We were supposed to get more footage than that, and that was Bob Iger's call to reduce the running time of this movie to prevent it essentially from being a near 3-hour film. Now, on top of that, Ryan Reynolds, however, believed this was an inauthentic excuse and is furious against Disney for not just deleting Cavill scenes from the final cut of the film in theaters, but also now refusing to release them on disc and streaming. And negotiation is set to take place sometime by the beginning of September about the future involvement of Henry Cavill as both, of course, the Cavillrine and a potential future MCU role, where both Ryan and Sean are actually handing down more ultimatums to the Walt Disney Company in progress, of course, of renegotiating. Now, again, we know that Ryan is trying to fix the MCU. He wants to reverse the damage that was done for the past couple of years, especially after the Marvels, especially after what was done in other films and TV shows by the MCU. We know that there's a lot of things going on right now, not just with Lucasfilms, Star Wars, and Marvel Studios when it comes to their Marvel films and projects or TV shows, but we also know that Disney is in shambles when it comes to a lot of their live-action remakes. I mean, Snow White 2025 is going to be another big loophole for them to get through. We'll talk more about that as well. But again, focusing on Marvel here, I think that Henry Cavill deserves all the limelight that he needs, because after what happened to him in the DC universe as Superman, I think it was done in a very unfair way, by the way, and all the drama that happened with Netflix, and even, of course, all of the setbacks happening with Warhammer 40k right now, I think he deserves a lot more involvement in the MCU than what little he got in Deadpool and Wolverine. Little but great, by the way. But overall, I think that Ryan is a true champion by really standing up for the fans, really taking a stand against studio heads, against executives, and look, we know at the end of the day, Sean Levy talked about this as well, that they really wanted to focus on pure entertainment. They didn't want any kind of ideology spilling into this actual movie. They wanted to create just pure entertainment, and that's why you have people seeing this thing, and I'm not even lying here, 3, 4, 5 times. A lot of people in the comments have reported here that they saw it a total of 4 times. That's crazy. That's why you're seeing this movie gain the box office numbers that it's gaining. So overall, guys, you know, drop a comment below, fill me in below in the comments what you all have to say about this, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys later.